Well, it may be cliche, but I'm going to say it anyway. Howdy, partners, and welcome to the first ever Stampede Bowl in Calgary. Week 5 kicks off. Last year, these two clubs split the season series. All right, here we go. Giddy up. Stampede Bowl is underway. It'll be Castillo getting us started in Calgary. That kick into the wind that we do have here. It's going to be taken at the 20 and brought back up on the far side. Eventually returned just shy of the 40. And games that he has started, he has not had this 3-game stretch. A little bit of a slip on the first touch of the game into the hands of Dedrick Mills. Let's take a look at this Calgary offense.
Chris Fortin will play in the middle for Bryce Bell at center. Take a look in the backfield. A lot of weapons in that backfield for Vernon Adams to choose from, including Jalen Philpott. With the lost injury of Reggie Begelton, look for Jalen Philpott in a more prime position in that offense. See a lot more targets.
No gain on that first down slip from Mills, so 2nd and 10 for VA from the pocket down the field, and that is complete, close to a first down to Eric Brooks. People will love it, I'm sure. 3rd and inches, pushing ahead. This is tight. I think there was enough forward progress to pick up the first down, and yes, it will be ruled a first down. Here's the Winnipeg defense.
Well, one guy that was going to be fired up for this one is James Vaughters, former Calgary Stampeder, on that defensive line for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and doing a nice job on the opposite side of Willie Jefferson. In the middle, Tony Jones has done well in his first 3 starts as that leader in the defense, leads the team in tackles. I thought Terrell Bonds had a great game in the secondary last week, had an interception taken off the board in review, but played well.
Fresh set at the Calgary 49, high snap. VA gets it, hands it off, and they'll push it ahead. Close to half of what they needed. Calgary's offense averaging about 135 yards per game on the ground. They're throwing here, though. Adams, far side to the 45, and that's hauled in. It's Rhymes with his first of the day. Then prior to that catch for Rhymes. Fresh set of downs for VA again. Look at all the time in the pocket. Down the field, drops it into the 5, end zone, touchdown, Clark Barnes. There's a flag back at the 50. We'll monitor that. VA slow to get up. Barnes gets the stamps on the board in the Stampeder Bowl.
Good news for Calgary and their fans was the throw and catch. And Clark Barnes' average this year on 6 catches is through the roof at almost 30 yards a catch. So Vernon Adams has been finding him deep. The bad news is Vernon Adams got hit on that. That's what the flag is. It's a late hit on the quarterback.
The ruling on the field is a touchdown, but we do have roughing the passer, Winnipeg number 95. The 15-yard penalty will be applied on the ensuing kickoff.
It's Jake Thomas. Yet this year, that is their 8th completion of 30 or more. Paredes out, and he smooths one through.
At the bottom of your screen, there he is right there. There's the go route right along the numbers, and then wins the jump ball as it arrives at the other end. Vernon Adams gets rolled on from behind. Didn't look like Jake Thomas meant to do it. He kind of got thrown into the quarterback's legs.
First touchdown of the year for Barnes. Looked at right now. We'll keep tabs on that. Kolaris gets the ball on his own 40, trailing 8-0. Quickly, far side of the field, up to the 45. Gets it in the hands of Clercius. Edmonton needed to play better last week. Here's Kolaris. A little bit of a draw. Look who it is. Straight up the middle. Pushes it up almost to midfield. 3 options out to the left. Calgary's going to bring some heat. They'll give it to Brady, pushing it ahead, and he's got 5 more.
Mike Vanderpool is back in the O-line at left guard. Gabe Wallace had played the last 2 games there, did a nice job, but Vanderpool gets his job back now that he's healthy. And yeah, Brady Oliveira back in the lineup. Huge for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, even though they are 3-0 to start the season. They get that leading running back, leading in the CFL last couple of years. Last year's MOP and outstanding Canadian is back in the lineup.
2nd and 4 from the Stampeder 50. Stamps brings some pressure again. Kolaris gets it away, and that'll be a first down on the far side of the field as he goes back to Clercius for the 2nd time on this drive. Calgary 43. Handing it off again. Oliveira cuts it back and gets a nice chunk on first down against this Calgary defense.
He's getting fired up early in this.
He's not hitting the helmet yet.
He's not slapping him yet. But the job of these guys right here is to try and slow that guy down in Brady Oliveira, and Flo Arimilade will be the leader in that regard. He's got a quarterback sack on the season. Kyle Wilson, former Hamilton Tiger Cat, will start in the middle. He's just signed with Calgary. And the former BC Lion, Adrian Green, has 2 interceptions on the season already.
Calgary has just 3 sacks, but they have 3 of the top 10 defensive linemen in quarterback pressures so far this year. It's Oliveira again, and he's got a first down as the Bombers go creeping down the field here.
Which was a touchdown drive, and then that was it.
Jareth Stearns takes it down, spins off of the first tackle, and he's inside the 25. Oliveira up the middle, first down for Winnipeg. As what a response here after giving up that early touchdown. They're looking for one of their own.
Make you pay.
They'll operate from the Calgary 16. Oliveira again, and he takes it down inside the 15, close to the 10. Collaros gets a look at things. 2nd and 6 from the Calgary 12. Looks to his right, in trouble, gets it away. There's a flag. It's caught. It would be a first down. And we'll see what the call is here.
Holding call up front.
Holding. Winnipeg 69. It's a 10-yard penalty. We'll replay 2nd down.
2. Oliveira out in the slot to the right of Collaros. They dump it off to Densky. Turns, looking for some blockers. Got a couple, still pushing. And he'll be stopped short. Just shy of the 10, and that'll bring up a 3rd down for the visitors. And just inside the left hash as well, Castillo puts it up and through.
But it was a good game for Toronto's defense.
VA throwing here, that's incomplete. Mills does lead the league in rushing touchdowns. Is here in Calgary. Now he'll slide out in the slot. Empty backfield, VA. Backside spin, and now he's going to take off. Pushes it ahead, will be stopped short of the first down. Looks okay though. Mark Vassett, 28-year-old from Australia, out of Colorado, into the game. Big leg. And Valvo will bring it out. In trouble, trying to escape, will not.
The opponents might be that's part of the scheduling now.
That's just how it works.
That's just how it's going to work.
Collaros, far side, finds Schoen for the first time.
5 most of the time.
Looked like it last week.
Offside.
Against the Calgary
Calgary number
Stampeders.
6. It's a 5-yard penalty. Makes it a first down for Winnipeg.
In this game right now.
Brady Oliveira here, short pickup on first down.
And he found a way. He found the open guy.
Gets this one away. Intercepted, it's taken away. Webb down to the 5. And so touchdown Calgary. Webb with the pick 6 of the Stampeders. Increase their lead at home.
Damon Webb must have heard us talk about Zach and how he's on top of his game. Said, okay, I got to end this conversation as quickly as I possibly can. How about jumping to curl? That's Damon Webb disguising the fact that he wanted to be deep middle, that he was going to be deep to help with any deep throw. Collaros wanted Nick Dembski. Here's Damon Webb right here. He thinks that he's going to be deep in the middle with a zone look coming from the Calgary defense. Go ahead and run it, guys, and watch how Damon Webb disguises it. Stop it there. Now he looks like he's going to drop into that deep middle zone. He doesn't. He jumps the curl route, knowing that they're outnumbered on that side. 4 defenders to the 3 receivers. Jumps that inside route. He takes it to the house, 30-yard pick 6 for Damon Webb. And Collaros, in our video chat with him this week, said Damon Webb's a great player. He was great in Ottawa, too.
He gave him a lot of praise, didn't he?
Yeah, and he brought up 2 guys, Damon Webb and Flo Arimilade.
Valvo takes it at the 10, pushes it out almost all the way up to the 35.
Third quarter last week. He'll be back.
From the 34, Kolaris pushing it ahead. And out of nothing, he gets something in that play of the opening quarter of the Stampede Bowl. Brady Oliveira pushing ahead, heavy contact, won't stop him though. And he's got a first down for Winnipeg. Well, Calgary leads 15-3. If you actually look at the stats, a lot of time of possession for Winnipeg. Pretty good on the ground, but that pick six really stands out pretty significantly right now. 47 to start quarter number 2. Back on the ground to Brady. I think it was unfair now. Probably should have started the same place. Lapo sitting there watching, still eating the world's largest taco in a bag. They'll get it to Brady Oliveira here. And that will not be enough for a first down, and Winnipeg's going to have to kick it away. And Jamison Sheen for the first time today from his own 41, hangs it up there, had the win at his back on this kick. Benjamin takes it, spins to nowhere though, taken down just outside the 12.
Coming into this game tonight, led the team in receiving yards, and I mentioned that huge average or procedure.
Offside, Winnipeg number 5. It's a 5-yard penalty. Will repeat first down.
30.9 for his average on the year. Here's Adams bouncing around the pocket, gets it away near side. That's Alford, and he's got a first down for Calgary thus far in the Stampede Bowl. This time they'll stretch it out. Mills finds some room all the way up to the Calgary 35. A pickup of 7 for the Calgary Stampeders. They're going to go back to him again. A little bit of a spin move. Looking for some help to push it ahead, but he's driven back instead. And we'll see where this ball is spotted. Quincy Vaughn is in. Looking to push it ahead. And 39. Walker's in to try to pave a path for Mills. Does not work this time as the tackle is made by Kyrie Wilson. And Adams, Winnipeg shows pressure. They bring pressure. VA hit as he throws down the field, up for grabs. And it's held on to Tevin Jones on the far sideline. Wins a battle with Terrell Bonds.
16 targets coming into this. 81 yards receiving. That's probably his biggest play as a Stampeder. I know that Dave Dickinson wanted to get him after playing against him.
24 yards there for Jones. Back to Mills, trying to break away from Willie, but eventually goes down. Maybe contribute a little bit more. Calgary marching again.
Nice move.
Big hole right up the middle for Mills. Eventually tracked down inside the 20. Here.
Early movement.
Offside, Winnipeg number 6. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's still going to be first down.
Retta Cranby. Dedrick Mills stands in next to his quarterback. VA throwing, and it's dropped. Looking for Phil Potts. 10th play of the drive for Adams. A ton of time in the pocket. Dumps it off. Far side. End zone touchdown. Damien Alford, welcome to the Canadian Football League. His first touchdown comes here at the Stampede Bowl as Calgary takes full control.
Goes from the left side of the formation, Alford all the way across. So this is a route that takes time to develop, and the protection provides the time to Vernon Adams. Waits for Alford to clear the linebackers. Once he gets outside leverage, he gives him the ball.
Against Winnipeg. Paredes up and through.
Canadian Football League.
Moves well for a big man, 6'6". This is taken just inside the 30. Short return push. Tap. Winnipeg got to get something going offensively here. Out in the flats. Stearns trying to break a tackle. He will not. Covered extremely well on the play by Moncrief. Needs 12 for the first down. Gets it away. Bobbled but held on to. Moncrief the tackle again.
And him, lines him up, puts that helmet between the 8 and the 6.
Benjamin takes this kick just inside the 20, and he's tripped up. First and 10 from the 26. Adams dumps it off. And Mills pushes it ahead.
Feels much more confident.
Bought his first cowboy hat this week as well. Hands it off. Mills pushing ahead. And Dedrick Mills so far in this game has been a hard-working man for Calgary. They're going to be 6 wide here. 3 left, 3 right. He'll throw to his right. And that is caught by Brooks, his second catch of the ball game. They've given up 22 so far in this one. Adams
Got him.
down the field. He's got him, and he's wide open. It's Philpott trying to cut it inside of the 20. Made a move. Another one. He's still going all the way down to the 5, and he's tripped up just short. That would have been spectacular. Philpott that close to a house call. Get him. Blow this thing wide open. First and goal from the 2. Adams gets it away, and that's broken up. Big play by Evan Holm, denying Philpott of the touchdown. And goal from the Bomber 2. Adams hands it off. Mills up the middle. Touchdown, Calgary. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season. And this is a stunner at McMahon as Calgary blows it wide open.
Good low leverage by that offensive line. Deep handoff from Vernon Adams. You know, the side is it gives the tailback a chance to have a second to pick his hole.
Paredes out for another. And Calgary leads. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Can Winnipeg put some points on the board before halftime and cut into a 26-point lead?
Field goal. Since then, they've shut the door.
And nothing really down the field from Collaros just yet. Dumps this off. Brady Oliveira hauls it in. And it's tackled just outside the 35. Jacob Roberts trips him up. 2nd and 4. Collaros, there's a shot downfield. Looking for Schoen, and he misses him over his head.
Ours doesn't miss that throw.
Low snap, low kick. Jamison Sheen, that's going to bounce. Benjamin takes it on the run. 54-yard kick, short return, multiple flags with 90 seconds remaining.
In this first
They're
half.
in the return, illegal block. Calgary number 77. We'll go back 10 yards. It's going to be first down for Calgary.
And a lot of it so far here today. He's on the verge of a 200-yard half. Not passing here. They'll hand it off to Mills, who's done a lot of damage himself. Back in, shotgun, 2nd and 4. Throwing, one hand on it. Tevin Jones, but could not haul it in. That's 3rd down.
Trying to make sure they have the protection correct.
Bassett gets it away, hangs high. Vavel takes it at the 51, kicks it to the outside and back down inside the 50, but another flag on the play.
Half.
During the return, there were 2 holding penalties against Winnipeg. The first one is against number 46. That occurred while the ball was in flight. We're going to apply that penalty. We're going to go back 10 from where the ball was caught. The second holding penalty is by rule decline. First down for Winnipeg.
53 seconds. Collaros, far side, and that is incomplete. Was looking for Carrick Wheatfall. That's his first target for 11 on 2nd down this evening. Collaros, time in the pocket, finds Schoen in the flat. He turns it up, and that's a first down Winnipeg. It is. 1st and 10 midfield. And that one, once again, into the reliable hands of Dalton Schoen.
Stamps don't want to give up the big one.
Moving quickly now, near side, that is caught. It was close. Clercius, though, has it, and they're down to the 31. Would have been going the other way. From the 31, Collaros near side. Clercius again, and he's out of bounds with 21 on the clock, but would love a touchdown. Kind of salvaged the half a little bit. That's complete to the 15. Wheatfall's first catch of the ball game. Clock ticks. Collaros looking end zone, far corner, Schoen out of bounds. Jones, Green made sure he could not come down inbounds with the ball. That's from the Calgary 13. Looking for something in the end zone. He's going to take off. Now he throws it too high, incomplete. Was on the run looking for Wheatfall. 1 second left on the clock. And another 13-yard touchdown there. Castillo puts it up, and it's through, and it's 29-6 at the half. Second half of the Stampede Bowl is on the way. Calgary in full control, 29-6. What jumps off the page outside of the score, obviously?
Well, Vernon Adams, 193 yards passing in that first half, avoided the interception, had 2 touchdowns, no picks, but Zach Collaros got a drive going right late in that first half. Clercius was his #1 target.
Yes, drive of the ball game was the best one that they've had so far. They'll look to duplicate it here. Paredes gets us going. Battle takes it just inside the 15. Back to the 30. And tackle is made cleanly by Kyle Wilson. Down for Webb. Collaros. Near side. He's got Clercius again. Tackle made cleanly by Adrian Green. See what you're saying?
Yeah.
I like the movie. Not the second one as much. Here's Dembski. Great tackle, close to a first down. Looks like it will be enough. Wide side left for Collaros. And he's trying to get it to Brady Oliveira. I think Zach was thinking about pulling it, but waited too long. 2nd and 12, just 3-man pressure from the Stampeders. Collaros down the field. Oh, you don't see that very often either. Through the hands of Dalton Schoen, would have had a first down and more, and it's been one of those nights.
Boy, right in the window, too. I mean, he is right in the window, that #2 spot on the throw. Watch the timing, little outcut, then back into the window between the 2 defenders. Wow, you can't throw it any better. Looking down that sun line.
I was going to say, are we going to blame the sun a little? Got to have it, though. Jamison Sheen, big kick. 60-yard kick. Benjamin goes back for it. And he's tracked down from behind. 1st and 10 from the Calgary 30.
There it is.
I'll hand it off once again to Mills. Handles heavy workload. 2nd and 8 for VA. Adams escapes the left, down the field, and he's got Tevin Jones for a first down, and he's working against Terrell Bonds. 10 of 14 for 204 yards, back on the ground again. And Dedrick Mills almost had enough.
Trying to pick up somebody.
I think I mentioned him once when he's trying to make a tackle on a running back, but not once when it comes to a quarterback. And they're going to run a draw. Mills stopped this time, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Far tonight. They're going to punt it away. Bassett. Lays one in there. Babel takes it just inside the 10. Babel trying to find some space on the far side of the field, but he's tracked down.
Outing report is out. Got to shut him down.
Collaros on the run to his right down the field. He's got Dembski just outside the 40-yard line. Team to Dembski. First down again. Collaros throwing again. And it's back into the hands of Dembski.
Damon Webb, new to the Stampeders.
Out in the flat. It's Oliveira pushing it ahead. First down, Winnipeg. Yeah, this Calgary defense.
That's the difference.
1st and 10 from the Calgary 52. Collaros again. It's a first down inside the 40 as he finds Jareth Stearns on the
Marquel Lee, who started the season at middle linebacker.
back on the ground to Brady. Nice move, slips after, comes up about a yard shy. Told us he knows enough about Winnipeg already anyway.
Yeah.
You know, having coached against Ocean Bombers for the last time. Tough tests coming up. Passing this first one so far. Collaros gets it away. Oliveira down just outside the 20.
It'll be a jam-packed house.
It'll be weird to see him in Calgary red. Collaros on the run to his left. He's in trouble. Gets it away. And it's incomplete. And will they have to settle for another field goal attempt? for 10 on the season. This one, a 29-yard attempt. And he puts it through.
Right into that sun. The ball disappears, as you can see.
Adams gets this one away quickly to Jones. Tackled from behind, but heavy on the line, trying to push it ahead. Got a yard, but will still be a yard short.
Zach right here, you almost cue the comeback.
Quincy Vaughn looking to push ahead.
I don't know.
It's close. It's close.
Because their foot was just on that line, right where the marker is. Well, that little extra push may have got him there.
Mills again picks his way through the defensive line, finds the second level
at receiver. Short yardage.
Quincy Vaughn does it again, and he's got another Calgary first down of the third quarter. VA finds Tevin Jones. Broke one tackle and pushes it up to the 45. Calgary with a convincing 29-9 lead on the Bombers through 3 quarters. And Suchi, look at those stats right there, and it's pretty balanced attack from Calgary tonight, isn't it? Calgary in the driver's seat. Lots of pressure here from Winnipeg. VA gets it away, but it's incomplete on second down. Bell game takes it his own 50 and gets it away. Vavel watches it bounce and will take a knee in the end zone so far in this one. Claris gets it away quickly. And of course, it is Nick Dembski.
But we're held to a field goal at the end.
Claris throwing again. And that's Wheatfall. He's got it up to midfield. We've not really seen anything connect deep.
Beaver can make the catch.
Polaris again, far side. Clercius has it. He had that last one as well. That was my mistake. It was not. Polaris looking to throw again. Far side, intercepted. It's taken away by Moncrief. This is a dagger. Can you believe it? Pick 6 the other way. Second of the game for the Calgary defense. Not a flag in sight. And Calgary stampeding their way to a victory here against Winnipeg.
2 pick sixes. Turnover battle favoring the Calgary Stampeders. And I was just explaining how they were allowing these underneath throws. Well, you let that happen. You let that happen until you don't, until you drop it. And that's exactly what Moncrief, the veteran, a 70-yard pick six until the quarterback gets overconfident in him and then jump one.
In Winnipeg, you know who the quarterback of the Lions was? Vernon Adams. So you don't see this happen to the Bombers very often, but VA did it 2 years ago. 2 touchdowns in that game, 237 yards.
2 series later, pick six.
Polaris in trouble, has to heave one far side. Dembski waiting. Green is there immediately, and they really don't get anything off of it. We'll see where it goes, but I'll say that they're a heavy favorite right now. There's a flag down the field. That one batted away.
Just illegal contact on the receiver. Calgary, number 21. It's a 10-yard penalty. It's going to make it a first down for Winnipeg.
It's just the 3rd penalty of the game for 200 yards, but 2 interceptions that went the other way. Throwing again, looking for Schoen. What a great play. Arnold jumped that one, didn't he?
Dickinson, I guess, thought it was inside of 5.
Get it to Oliveira.
But
found
even
a couple of blocks, kicks it to the outside, takes it up to the 45, and then he's drilled out of bounds to Brady Oliveira.
Calgary D's making him earn it, no question.
Polaris near side, and that is caught. Stearns gets out of bounds.
Underneath stuff available.
Polaris gets it away again. It's shown this time. He's got another first down at around the 40.
This 27-year-old rookie's at the other halfback.
Polaris throws it at the feet of his running back.
Defense is playing great.
11 rookies on this team, and that one almost intercepted Uh-oh. Slow to get up. Dalton Schoen, but he seems to be okay. Let's see. And 10 Bombers will be going. Collaros bouncing around in the pocket, on the run, out to his right. Can he find anybody? Far side, incomplete. Looking for Clercius again. That is the first ball thrown in his direction that he did not haul in tonight. Everybody else was covered very tightly. Now Mills spinning it ahead. Almost broke that one. Sivan in, pushes it straight ahead, and that one was easy. He's got the first down. Gets it again. Runs into some heavy traffic.
For the Calgary Stampeders, which they've passed with flying colors here.
They'll get it out to Philpott. Philpott has the ball pop out, and it's going to be scooped up by Jamal Parker.
Up to that, great success they had from Huffnagel to Dave Dickinson, and that was the turning point.
On to 4 of the 5 Grey Cups prior to that. Since then, it's been all Winnipeg. They also saw this.
Protecting the quarterback when you can.
Collaros steps up, now he's going to take off, gets a slide, and a first down. Just over 5 to play. Collaros throwing again. On the run, and just has to throw it away with pressure in his face.
Not necessarily even mistakes by the quarterback.
Collaros goes to Brady, and Oliveira tackled quickly by Moncrief again.
This is tonight.
Everybody clears out. Collaros far side, drops it into Dembski, tiptoes along the line, and coming off the bye, they get Calgary. Here's Collaros, dumps it off, and that is hauled in. Joey Kokorin with his first catch in the Canadian Football League out of New Hampshire.
Teams go 18-0. So this is not something that...
Third trip to the red zone tonight for Winnipeg. No touchdowns to speak of yet. Dembski inside the 5. Ottawa and the Elks bobbled here. High snap. Eventually got control of it. Gave it to Brady Oliveira, but Edmonton and Saskatchewan, and now here in Calgary. Collaros on the run to his right. Far side. Stearns is going to say he had it, and they're going to rule it a touchdown for Winnipeg. His first is a bummer.
Collaros gives him a chance over the shoulder. That's a great catch. Damon Webb's hand and arm is right through there, and he squeezes it with 2 hands. You don't necessarily have to put it under your arm to make it a clean catch. You can just keep it in your hands. I don't think that ball ever touched the turf. They're making him earn everything. It's almost like it's Ottawa. Snow falling down. She comes in the bobsled or whatever it was.
Yeah, the snowmobile's doing flips and stuff. Yeah, there's the 90th Grey Cup in 01, and then the 105th in 2017 for Shania, who's
this year.
Stay on the ground here.
There's a higher percentage chance that it can get intercepted. They're lower percentage throws, the deep throws. So
on his 21. Some rain, bit of a storm late afternoon. Ended up being a pretty good evening for the Stampede Bowl. 62-yard kick. Vavel and Arimolade, all 3 of them in the top 10 in the league in quarterback pressures so far this season. Tightens things up in the West nicely, though, as Calgary will improve to 3-1. Winnipeg falls to 3-1.
One for a touchdown.
3rd and 2. Peterson picks up the first down.
How about
Strebler gets it away quickly to Dembski. Strebler gets it to Peterson, and he's close to a first down here for Winnipeg late. The Stampede Bowl, I think the game MVP gets a belt buckle as well. I don't know if it'd be as impressive as the one you're wearing tonight. For them, certainly helped the crowd, but it was a great crowd tonight. A lot of buzz around the city. Players bought in.
There's quick six. That was great with
Slow Rouge. For Strebler, 20 seconds on the clock. On the run to his left. He's in trouble. He's hit. Oh, he's popped as he throws. Thomas. Third down for Winnipeg. Strebler, far side. One hops it in to Stearns, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It's the fourth turnover of the game for Winnipeg. And
you know, any team can win on any given night. You have to execute. You have to be balanced. They came in with great confidence in their quarterback, who played excellent. And the unsung hero of this game for Calgary, their offensive line.
And the first ever Stampede Bowl stays in Calgary. Stampeders victorious in convincing fashion, 37-16. Your final at McMahon. Winnipeg suffers defeat for the first time this season.
Stampede Bowl trophy presentation. Let's head down to the South End Zone stage with our CFL on TSN host, Kate Burness.
Thank you very much, Mike, and thank you, Calgary. And what an inaugural Stampede Bowl it was. First of all, we'd like to thank Tourism Calgary providing all the white hats here for the winners of the Stampede Bowl, the Calgary Stampeders. Thank you to them. And also I want to introduce some people around me right now. The Commissioner of the CFL, Stuart Johnston. We have the President of the Calgary Stampede, Stuart O'Connor. And the President of the Calgary Stampeders, Jay McNeil, who really made this happen. Before we get Stu to present this beautiful new trophy, the CFL on TSN panel has selected an MVP for this game. And finally, a passing touchdown this season, your quarterback, Vernon Adams Jr. Vernon Adams is receiving a custom buckle courtesy of Becker's Buckle. Try saying that 3 times fast. Now to present the inaugural trophy, the Commissioner, Stuart Johnston.
How about this, Calgary? Congratulations to the Stampeders. Congratulations, Jay, Robert, Lorenzo, partnering with the Stampede, Stuart and Joel. A fabulous night. This was nothing but a good time. And for the 2025 champions, I present to you the Stampede Bowl. Excuse me, guys. Kate!
There they are, the Stampede Bowl champion Calgary Stampeders. A fitting way for the first one to finish, unless, of course, you are a Bombers fan. The Stampeders dominated this game on both sides of the ball from start to finish.